What's going on? Alright, so we're back here with the Redskins franchise. Now, I guess I probably should have played one of those two games. We did lose both of them through simulation. We're going to win the division if we win this game. So I'm going to go ahead and play the game. We're going to win it. Alright, so this is a huge game for us that we totally need to win. First play, we knocked the ball away. I played run D, but they passed anyways, so... and now that I play pass D, they run. But, we do need to win this game. It is 3rd and 11. Good spot for us to be in. I mean, if we lose, we can still make it in if the Cowboys lose, but I doubt that all that's going to go our way. So let's just focus on getting this win here, getting into the playoffs. We're going to have to play through the wild card, but I think if we play all those games, we should be able to get into the Super Bowl. And we should... Oh, man, we almost don't. I expect him to make the tackle, so... Oh, he gets injured, but well, we should get the ball back real quick, and then if we can get score first here, I feel pretty confident about this game. I feel pretty confident about beating the Eagles at home. So I am gonna rely on heavy running this game, just to try to get through it kind of decently quickly and hope to not injure anybody. We've already had Philip Lindsay and Darius Guice with numerous injuries. I'm hopeful that means that the next injury is going to be to our secondary or our receivers or something. So if I keep them from playing, they're not going to get injured. So I'm going to hand it off here again. We did do the outside run training, so obviously we're going to have the best blocking and everything for them. And so another way that I'm going to try to keep the fumbles at a low is by switching who I'm running with. And I do that by running between strong and I form tight. And I form tight, my power halfback is going to be in, or Darius Guice. And then in strong pro, it's going to be my my elusive back, Philip Lindsay. So I'm gonna go like 2 and 2 unless they're really not working. Then I'm gonna try to keep it. All right. Well, I broke the tackles. Now I probably could have got more yards out of that, but I pressed R1 to try and. Or RB. I have both a PlayStation and an Xbox, so but I pressed RB to try to keep myself from fumbling. So this is a pretty methodical drive for us, just taking time off the clock and every play forward until that one, just getting down the field. Now this is one that I'm going to try to hand off up the middle here, try to get this first down. So hopefully, yeah, we have some pretty good blocking. So we're able to get up there with Lindsay, but so as you can see, it shows that Lindsay's tired, so I press left, and number 29 comes in, and it's going to be Darius Guice that I'm just going to go ahead and run with. 2 plays should be enough for maybe 1, and then a pass. Now, in a passing down, if they're both, in my gun split close, they're both in. So I was put some pretty decent stick there for the run, and I think both running backs have over 30 yards. So I'm going to go ahead and run it to the same side, the short side. See if we can get some decent blocking and cut it up. Already at 35 yards and into the 5-yard line. So he's going to be orange now, but Philip Lindsay's back to blue. So I'm going to go ahead and run it to the outside to the left. And we're going to see if we can go ahead and capitalize this long methodical drive with a touchdown. And they do get in there, and he does have over 35 yards as well. They do tackle in the backfield, but I mean, I've been doing the same play the whole drive between the two, so I'm going to try one more time to the right side, because if I don't get it, well, I tried to cut inside, but I wasn't able to do it. So I do lose yards there again, 2 straight losses of yards, which means I need to do something else, so I'm going to go ahead and go to gun split close. Now, I need to go to strong slot, put Julio there. So I don't like where the cornerback is lined up, and this one might not be a touchdown because of it. But I am going to try to get Lindsay to pull him down, and he's not. So I'm going to wait and then try to throw it over. And we do. Boom. Paul Richardson with a touchdown. Great way to open up the game. This is exactly what we needed. A super long, methodical drive that ends in a touchdown. Now, that was the first pass of the game for us. So we're 1 of 1 for 6 yards of a touchdown. Alright, so let's start to play some run D on first down. It's a great time to expect a run here. And they do not run. They don't run, but we do, because the super long play action, I did press my stick in. I thought they were running. But, it's actually not a bad thing when that happens, because super long play action oftentimes allows your guys to really get in there and make the sack. So, it looks like Reuben Foster was the the contributor there. So I'm going to continue to come out in this run D when they do come out in the single back like this until they show me that they're going to just pass every play. And they do run it here, so it's perfect. And he's super slow for some reason. I think, yeah, he's the one that got injured. So I don't like that, you know. But yeah, the same thing happened to me with Darius, guys, in the Browns game. That's why we lost. So as we can see at the bottom, Dallas just went up. So they're up 7-0 against the Rams. So, you know, they're probably going to be able to end up beating them. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to blitz. Not because I'm really, you know, needing a sack or expecting to get one, but because they're going to have to make a super quick read, which means that, well, I mean, we do get the sack, but even if they just had to make the super quick read there, then I'm going to rely on my safeties and me to make a tackle before they get 27 yards. But we do get another sack, great to add to the stats, and, you know, not super important that we go ahead and get that sack there, but you know, pretty decent for the stats. So now that we're in the second quarter, I am going to open the game up a little bit more and just take some, you know, pretty short passes that I'm used to taking and try to go down. Well, I had both the left and right trigger held. I'm not going to accept this penalty. I hate, they've been giving me so many of these, and, you know, by having them in the game, I guess if I need them, I can use them, but, whatever. I'm going to look to pass to my corner out here, for Julio, and we got him. He should come down with it, yep. So on post flag elite, he's going to come down with that. 3 of 3, 55 yards and a touchdown. Good way to start. So 1,500 yards receiving. So like I said, he is going to be up in there for contention for breaking the record. Now, because of those awful games we had in there in the middle, he's not going to get it. But, you know, dude was going for lots of yards. A touchdown. Boom. There's another rushing touchdown, or our first rushing touchdown. So now we have a passing touchdown. We have a rushing touchdown on 2 drives. Already middle of the second quarter, so I think we missed that. Yeah, we missed it. Well, whatever. Alright, so we're going to play this run D. This run D is pretty decent. Stack the box. And then both of us are there. Alright. So Carson went 2 of 3 for 16 yards to start the game. This is super bad. Now, I am going to blitz here because even if, you know, they are running here, this should still stop the run, but if they do pass, then we got a sack. Boom. I think that's Zadarius Smith. He already has 2 sacks. So I hope Chase Young gets a couple more. But that's why I have Zadarius Smith there, and then Chase Young on the other side. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and blitz again. It seems to be working super well. They're really not able to block it. So if I keep doing it, you know, either we're gonna get it again, or yeah, we get another sack. So perfect. That's exactly what we want. If there's holding, if I decline, that means Zadarius Smith gets his 3rd sack. Alright, pretty decent punt return. I'm just going to run out of bounds so nobody gets injured. All the way up to the 48. Oh, we get it to Julio. Go. Alright, beautiful pass to Julio. So, now, he is going to be a little tired. We're going to check out his stamina real quick. So, he is tired. So, because of that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sub him out of eye tight. I don't want him ever in on eye tight. So, you know, we don't really want him in there. So, we're going to run strong stretch, and now we have a backup receiver in there, someone who never even plays in any of the other positions. And if we run right, then we set ourselves up to go ahead and come back left with that. Let's see. Let's check out his stamina now. So his stamina's back already. So, well, we're probably going to look into Julio because I've seen him in this formation before. If we can just let Julio get free. No, we're not. We're going to get sacked again. Well, 2 sacks in a row is not what we wanted, but we're going to go ahead and cap this one off with a field goal. So, alright, instead of run defense, so being up 16-0 right at the end of the half is pretty good. Let's make that. All right, good hit there by our hard-hitting free safety. So they're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna call a random play. They're gonna go to the 2-minute warning, but let's go ahead and bring some pressure in here, and let's try to get into the second half still with the score of 16-0. All right, and we do get in there. Zadarius Smith gets his 3rd sack. All right, so we're gonna actually have to do the same play because of that, and you know we are kind of there, and boom, we get another sack there. We get Jalen Brown. So I'm gonna call timeout. We're gonna go ahead and score again. So I am going to come out here and start out with a stretch, even if, you know, we don't get it anywhere. I'm just going to call, like, my next play and try to get up to the line fast, but I'm almost out of bounds. So I get 2 yards there. You know, we were due for a break. We haven't broke a big... We were due for a break. We haven't broke a big run in weeks. So, you know, us being due... I'm going to go ahead and try to call runs like that. So I had to kind of get that one out early, and I did throw the interception, so that was my fault. That was a bad mistake. They're probably going to go ahead and get a score. Now, what's going to be funny is this one might be a face mask, and if it is, alright, it's a block in the back, so we might be able to keep him out of the end zone. So we do end up keeping him out of the end zone. We're just going to go back to our bread and butter. Outside runs, they've been working for us, you know, these past couple of games. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Pretty decent run to start out the half by Darius. You know, these methodical outside runs have been the reason that the first half went by so quickly. Like, I've only recorded for 16 minutes, including some before game talk, you know, and so, like, usually I'll be recording 30 minutes, so, by now. So this is kind of a good thing for us to just methodically take this game away from the Eagles. We're not going to have to worry at that point by, okay, well, we don't really get a, I mean, if we got the block there, we probably would have been able to break it, but we're just going to go to our roots and just run. Alright, so after a negative run by Darius Geis, or by Philip Lindsay, it is time for Darius Geis to come in, and he gets a negative run as well. I guess I spoke too soon. So, you know, he's got 8 rushes for 42. Philip Lindsay's got like 12 for 50 and a touchdown or something like that. They're both pretty close again. You know, it just goes to show that we are sharing the snaps between them pretty evenly. So I'm just gonna have both of them and not going out for routes. Try to save up the stamina in case we can convert this first down. And you know, if I can just get that one into Judy, boom! Oh my gosh, that was a perfect pass lead. So that is a great way to open up this this second half. You know, 3rd and long after a couple of negative plays. We find Jerry Jeudy and we just get it into him. So we are gonna go for 2 here. We're probably not gonna make it. I kind of called a bad play, but we're gonna go ahead and try it here to Julio. Well, I just kind of threw that one just to throw it, get it out of my hands, but yeah. It's not going to count as an interception because they don't count stats on the 2-point conversions and stuff. But I mean, I'm just excited to open up the half that way and get Jerry Jeudy involved. All right, so they had a methodical drive of their own for a little while. Kind of just play. I get them into a 3rd down. They just convert. It wasn't really like worth showing any of it. But then Carson just hit me over top for 1. I wasn't commentating it enough to show the highlights of it. But I'm going to get back to our bread and butter, like I said. I mean, we only have 237 yards, and we're already in the 4th quarter. So, like, this is just one of those games that it's not going to be a stat game. But we do break one with Darius. Now, that is the fastest man I've ever seen on a freaking football field there. But he does get 76 yards, so we are, you know, we're probably going to get over 300. Now, by no means are we going to be anywhere near looking good on our yardage, but we're gonna go ahead and take one more snap if I can. Yeah, we can before the 4th quarter, and we just go backwards on it. So I don't know, we miss our block there. He just runs right by him. That pisses me off that we just kind of run right by our blocks sometimes. Like, Luke Sellers just ran right by him. If he blocked the guy, we're going for a little bit there, but. And just like that, I mean, we go negative and then barely even. And now it's a 3rd and 11, and it forces us to pass here. So as much as I want to get our running, you know, game going, I can't. Now, I kind of called a bad play because of the defense, so we're just going to have to try it. But I'm going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete, probably. Now, he does make the catch. Unfortunately, it is out of bounds. But with 154 yards, I'm not happy with the way that we're playing. So I am going to go for it on 4th down. Now, yeah, I'm only up by 16, so maybe this is not the time to do it. But I am trying to keep our stats, you know, reasonable. And I think that if I just roll a little bit and pass it to Paul, I'm just going to possession catch it. And we got the 1st down. So I'm going to get him over 200 for sure in this game. But, you know, I don't know. I just feel like this game we have been going so fast in that we really aren't going to be getting the stats that we need. Now, I don't know why it's just inaccurate right there. That's kind of infuriating because this isn't the guy that throws the inaccurate passes, right? So he's been in here throwing accurate passes, and now we are going to take a sack because, you know, Julio's completely covered, whereas on the wide open play before, you know, we have to throw an inaccurate pass, and this does kind of, you know, piss me off sometimes. Hopefully Julio can kind of do something here. No, I'm just gonna throw an interception because I'm gonna take a sack, and it's not a good day for passing. It looks like I'm upset. We've gone from being in complete and utter control of this game to not, because of it's been that one pass play. That one pass play where I've been pissed off since. Another one, the exact same. So I can't throw corner routes anymore. My bread and frickin' butter. I can't throw frickin' corner routes. That's 2 in a row that I've thrown inaccurate. And besides that, he gets frickin' covered. So, you know, this is about how worked up I was on the defensive possession. But if we could throw one into Paul Richardson and he can't fucking catch the ball, we're gonna give this game away because we fucking start dropping passes. It's fucking insane how we go from being in complete control of the game to losing because Dwayne just decides to start throwing the ball to the other fucking team. Oh, I bet you we're gonna get some holding right there, right? Right when we get a great play. Oh, great play, great. We get holding on it. I don't know what to say, man. No one's gonna catch the ball because we can't throw it. I mean, I gotta rely on Jerry here. Come on, Judy. Go. Oh, please be defensive pass interference. I could really use it right now. Personal foul, roughing the passer. And so this is one of those times that I am going to accept it, because otherwise, that's game for us. We're not going to be able to stop them. That's 2 straight, you know, 2 straight that we've been unable to stop them. Now, we started to get away from the running, I guess. Maybe that's been our problem, is getting away from the running, so I'm going to come back to it. Now, I tried to go down there because I know with this game, I'm going to fumble here in these last couple of minutes just to give them the game, just like it was in Dallas. But, I mean, they're crowding my line to the left, so let's see if I can, you know, get a block. I do get a decent block, and I get a great block for Geis to get down the field. Okay, so we're going to take this one to the 2-minute warning. Geis is almost over 100 yards. I am going to get Geis over 100 yards. He deserves it. So we're going to run this strong stretch again, and now Geis is 3 yards away from 100. He hasn't had a 100-yard rushing game in a while, so we're going to go ahead and just get out there. We're going to cut up the field, and I don't think we get any yards there at all. So I am going to run it straight up the middle. Maybe, just maybe, we can get decent blocking enough to get 3 yards. I really want to get this man 3 yards. I think we got it. So because they've been taking timeouts, Geis is still blue. So if they take timeouts, or you take timeouts, or warnings, or whatever happen, you know, you can keep the same guy in, and we break one with Geis. All right, we almost broke it, but you know, he's definitely over 100 rushing yards now. I'm gonna take him one more time before maybe getting Lindsey a couple more yards. You know, I'm just gonna run right here, and then I'm gonna run back left with Lindsey in the next play. You know, let's just see what we could do here, and let's cut around him. I mean, that's, you know, that's not bad. 15 rushes, 111 yards. That's something you love to see. Now, the reason I don't care that Lindsey has way less is because he does have the touchdown. So I like to keep everything even between my superstars, you know, just kind of show that everybody contributes. And, you know, if Luke Sellers wants to not fucking block for me, then maybe I'm going to have to go find a new guy. But, you know, that's another time that this play right here, we miss a block that gets us, you know, to go backwards. So I'm going to run it again because I don't need to worry at all. And boom. So now on the 34. Now, this was kind of dumb. I probably should have let the clock drain more and whatnot. But I am going to go ahead and try to hit this field goal. And if I hit the field goal, it's game over. If I miss the field goal, then they might win. But we get perfect accuracy. And the kick power is good enough. So, boom. So, we're up by 11. We're probably only going to win this game by, you know, 3. But that's just the way things go in this game. Our hard-hitting young free safety just kept them from catching the ball. So now, what's pretty great about this game is that we've actually kind of limited the damage to 100 yards throwing by Carson. So that's pretty good. Now, he is chucking this one down the field, so if they do come down with it, they're going to get a lot. They don't. So yeah, he's 125 yards, so they're going to go Hail Mary again. I mean, this game is over. There's no way they win, but it's all about the yards, and let's see if we can snag an interception or something. He's probably going to do that chucking really deep again, so he's probably not going to get one. Now, earlier today, I actually was had a Hail Mary thrown against me that I tipped and was caught and taken for a touchdown, and I lost. So I do got to worry about those, but when you're up by 11, obviously they can't score. Alright, so looking at the stats, Haskins' QB rating is, you know, a little deflated because of the 2 interceptions. Now he only threw for 172 yards, which is the least that we've thrown for in a while. But you know, that's kind of what happens. He got the 2 interceptions because of, well, I mean, first off, we ran a lot more this game, but those interceptions were because he decided to go inaccurate on us when we didn't need it. But he did throw 2 touchdowns, and one of them was a beauty to Jerry Jeudy. So, you know, looking at you know, our rushers, we've got Lindsey, who was 17 attempts for 49 yards. Not a great average. I mean, Darius Geis just went 15 for 111, 7.4 average. He just kind of was rocking it, but both Lindsey and Azariah Crowell from the Eagles had a touchdown. Crowell was limited to 49 yards, but you know, letting Darius Geis just kind of went off for us. That was pretty good. You know, receiving wise, Jeudy and Paul Richardson both had a touchdown. Now, looking at yards, you know, usually it is Julio that leads us, but Jerry Jeudy had that 58-yard reception for a touchdown. We didn't target Julio as much, but it's just because we didn't pass as much. Richardson also at 57, and you know, everybody else was just Eagles. So on defense, you know, we had a couple of sacks. So Zadarius Smith had 3, and Chase Young had 2. Jayon Brown had 1, Ioannidis had 1, Ruben Foster had 1. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 8 sacks. That's pretty good. I mean, with Zadarius Smith, I don't think that's enough stats to win Player of the Week, but you know, it could be. It very well could be. So, you know, besides that, we didn't really do much else. Why does Terry McLaurin have any stats? Oh, he's probably got tackles from the kickoff game. Ashton Davis, you know, the tackles aren't really going to say much about it, but he had a couple of pass defense. Now, he only gets credit for 1 because I guess he had 1 tip ball, but there was that one that he just destroyed the offensive player and he dropped the ball. So, you know, all in all, it's a solid game from our team. I'm pretty happy with, you know, where we're at. I kind of wish that Haskins didn't go inaccurate on us and piss us off, and I wish this game wasn't as close as it was, because 22-0 in the 4th quarter becomes 25-14 final. So that's one of those that I'm not super happy that we did that. So I am gonna go ahead and upgrade the coach. Now, I've been upgrading player progression, So I'm gonna go for these two. So you have a lot of upgrades that none of these are really gonna matter as much because they're not. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let them all do their thing. Darius Geis might get a X Factor slot. It's not showing us any, but so you know, I have to scout players, but we've won the division. This might actually give it to us now. It probably won't give it to us until next week, but if you look, we're gonna tie with the Cowboys probably. I think they beat the Rams. I'm pretty sure like they were beating them when we were playing. So now division wins, we have 5. They have 3. So even if they won this, this wouldn't count because it's the Rams. So 5-3. I mean, that's us. We got this one, the bag. So so a 5-1 division record is pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Our only loss is that simulation to the Giants, and I'm not upset about this season. I mean, a 10-6 season is pretty decent. This kind of gives me flashbacks to 2012. This 10-6 with Dallas, you know, they would also go 10-6. I mean, that's the only other time I can remember the division coming down to the final week. I don't know. I didn't pay attention too much to the Redskins and the division in the past couple years when they had Kirk Cousins. They were winning a little bit, but that RG3 season was just phenomenal. And I know they played the Cowboys in Week 17 that year, but you know, it's reminding me of it. So, all right. Well, I know for a fact that we won our division. There's just no way that Dallas goes to the playoffs. So we I'll see everybody next week for the playoffs.